Hello, everyone, and welcome to Trending Now, your favorite RMU TV show. We're that one that gives you the news you actually care about. I'm your host, Eddie Sheehy.
And I'm Hannah Smith. This episode is all about everybody's favorite thing, food. We have everything related to food, fast food, food chains, college favorites with a twist, and our producer will be in the Trending Now headquarters kitchen.
I can't wait, Hannah. I'm so excited. Should we move on to our first story?
We should.
Let us go there now. It's safe to say that fast food is part of our society. We all know it's not good for us, but its convenience alone is usually reason enough to justify its purchasing. One company, however, Native Foods Cafe, is trying to change all that with their completely vegan fast food menu. Native Foods Cafe has been in existence for 14 years now, opening restaurants exclusively on the West Coast. But that all changed last week when they opened up their first East Coast store in Washington, D.C.
The menu at the cafe includes an assortment of items including bacon cheeseburgers, sweet potato fries, meatballs, and their most popular dish, a Reuben. While that menu might sound far away from vegan, everything is completely made out of plant-based materials. The store's founder and owner said she started the chain because she believed that vegan could go mainstream, and that was only a matter of making it available to the public.
Do you believe that? Do you believe that vegan is can be popular? It's only a matter of are we going to be able to get it to the public?
I mean, I guess it could if it tastes good.
Yeah.
Because everybody likes fast food because, I don't know, greasy food tastes good, I think.
The reviews are apparently great. It apparently tastes just like cheeseburgers, just like Reubens. It tastes just like all your favorite meat-based foods. I think it's interesting. I've eaten vegan a few times just because it's I'm going to eat vegan. I'm going to try something new. And it, 9 times out of 10, has been terrible. That was a year ago. Maybe vegan got better somehow. Maybe fast food vegan's better.
See, I've never tried it because I'm really, really, really picky whenever it comes to food. You know that.
Yeah.
So I definitely wouldn't try that because it just sounds, no. I'd rather have the greasy food that's bad for you.
One of the interesting things, though, that the founder of the store said is that vegan food has the power to save the world. And it was interesting the way she talked about it. Yeah, because what happens is when we eat all that meat and stuff like that, it's this whole ecosystem environment thing with feeding the animals, then butchering the animals, and it's a whole problem. But if we just make everything out of plant-based material, we save all these resources. That was interesting. Do you think vegan can save the world?
It's like a superpower.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
How do you feel about vegan birthday cakes?
I love birthday cakes.
Yeah?
I hope you do too. But nothing says birthday party more than cake, ice cream, and balloons. But one school in Kentucky has a different idea of what it should mean. Burlington Elementary School has cut all food from birthday parties and celebrations, according to the Kentucky Enquirer. The school recently revised their wellness policy to address the growing childhood obesity rate. Kathy Rootman, who is in charge of making sure these rules get followed, said 37% of kids in Boone County are at risk for childhood obesity.
This is following the new regulations that were set to follow the new federal government's wellness policies. The federal government does not have a strict ban on foods right now, but there have been some serious changes set that encourage eating healthy by adding wheat pasta, fruit and vegetable snacks, and fat-free desserts.
See, I do not like that idea at all. I mean, come on, let them be kids.
Right.
Okay, I mean, either way, just because you try to enforce it at school doesn't mean they're going to go home. I mean, they could just go home and binge eat whenever they go home and just eat fruit snacks and potato chips and other candy. I mean, just because you changed it at school, and I'm sorry, it doesn't usually taste good either, doesn't mean you're going to enforce it for their life.
I know when I was in elementary school, we always had that. People's birthdays, you would bring in, you could, eat cupcakes for the whole class. You'd bring them in. We always did that. And then I know my school changed it, and you're not allowed to bring in anything with sugar anymore. You're allowed to bring in carrots and celery. And it's, I think, a lot of the same. And I think it's so stupid. Who cares, if kids eat a cupcake once a month for someone's birthday?
I know. It's not like they're having it every single day.
Yeah.
So.
It's ridiculous.
I agree.
You know what else is ridiculous sometimes?
What is ridiculous?
You're going to find out. Ooh. When you think of transparency in business practices and openness towards the public, what do you think of? Chances are you're not thinking about McDonald's. The corporation has a reputation for being shady and secretive, but a new ad campaign released by the company aims to dismiss that conception. The campaign is called Our Food, Your Questions. It encourages people to take to social media and ask questions they've always had on the company.
The campaign is part of a new transparency program McDonald's is enacting in hopes to appeal to the youthful market that sees the chain as undesirable. So far, the company has answered questions such as what are McDonald's burgers actually made of and what kind of cuts actually go into the meat. The answers were surprising to some people, with McDonald's reporting that they use only 100% beef and cuts like chunk, round, and sirloin.
That surprised me, actually, when I read that, because there's all that, like, a few years ago, that big story about, like, pink slime and McDonald's cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's literally just, like, and the representative from McDonald's was using this term 80-20, where it's 80%, like, of those three cuts, and then 20% of beef fat. So it's just, like, pure fat that they mixed in. But that's still a better percentage than I would have thought.
Yeah, I agree. I would have thought, like, way worse than that because, I mean, whenever you think of that, because whenever you find out what hot dogs are actually made of, you kind of have to wonder what fast food and burgers is made of.
I still like McDonald's cheeseburgers.
I like
think
them
they're
too.
delicious. I don't care if they're made out of 20% beef fat. They're still
I just
delicious.
don't want to know. Just don't tell me if it tastes good. And
Is
just
that
don't tell me I'll eat it.
Do you think that, like, because that's what I was wondering about this new campaign, because they're like, we'll tell you everything. And it's like, I feel like part of the magic of McDonald's for me is not knowing what those
I don't
fries
wanna
are
know.
actually made out
I
of.
don't want to know how bad it is for me because then I'll start feeling bad and
Yeah.
or else be grossed out.
And this seems like a risky campaign to do anyways, because people on Twitter are like vicious sometimes, and I feel like being like, ask us any question you want is probably going to get real out of hand.
Yeah, that might have not
really
been the best
fast.
campaign to sort of put forth, you know?
Yeah,
'Cause they're
no.
going to be attacked, I feel like.
They could be attacked. If they do get attacked, do you know where they could be?
Ooh, on
This
the police
week's
blotter.
police blotter.
Yeah.
Oh man. This police blotter, I love this police blotter every year. It was just released and it is full of reports on the illegal actions students committed over homecoming weekend. We got that on Friday, October 3rd, the police department was advised of a male passed out in a vehicle in the Colonial Way parking lot. Officers responded and contacted a Valley ambulance. The male was a non-student and was cited for public drunkenness and issued a trespass warning. The case is closed, and good for you, RMU, not being involved in this, actually, a
Yeah.
non-student.
Which is good. Well, also during the homecoming dance, police were notified of a male student passed out, unresponsive, on the dance floor. Valley
down for
ambulance
what?
transported the student to Swickley Valley Hospital for treatment and was cited for public intoxication and underage drinking. The case is closed.
And finally, harassment was reported at the homecoming dance. A female student told police she was grabbed inappropriately by a male student. This incident is currently under investigation. Possible charges are pending. And guess what, Hannah? The case is open. For a full list of homecoming weekend police reports, check out rmucenturymedia.com for your fill of the bad things that happen here at RMU.
All the shenanigans you guys pulled over the weekend.
Crazy. And now, coming up later in the show, Ian Kidd's going to be back in action in Ian's Corner, this time giving you some helpful hints on how to turn a college staple into an easy breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And Trending Now producer Kendall Vallon is going to be in the Trending Now kitchen headquarters, showing you some healthy meal options with strawberries. But first, we wanted to know, what is your favorite food on campus?
I usually get like a ham and cheddar cheese sandwich too at Romo's most of the time, so it's either that or the other.
I mainly like to eat at Romo's, probably.
What do you usually get at Romo's?
Depends. I get everything, actually. I get like sandwiches, soups, salads.
Do you have a favorite sandwich that you like to get?
I like the chicken salad.
On campus, my favorite food would be the chicken wraps downstairs. But just in general, I like pizza.
Yorktown. Yeah, that's the place I eat the most.
Yeah, Romo's is my favorite place to eat.
What do you usually get at Romo's?
I like their tuna salad, like the flake tuna salad that they have. It's pretty good.
These boys are my heroes. They come every week to spend time with my children.
At Robert Morris University, every student is expected to reach out to others.
They can teach them something no one else can.
Wisconsin.
They're role models to the children, and homework comes way before sports. Their grades have improved, and their lives are just a bit richer.
Okay.
What they do for my kids is truly wonderful.
Change someone's life. It changes yours forever. Robert Morris University.
I call them my lifeline.
People don't realize how quickly you can end up on the street. One thing happens in your life, medical bills you can't pay, you lose your job, and that's it.
At Robert Morris University, every student is expected to reach out to others.
We went to DC to work with the homeless. They sell a newspaper called Street Sense. Thought I'd help. This person came up to me and said, "Get a job." And for 2 hours, I felt what it was like to be homeless.
Good morning. $1 help.
Some of the other students said, "How can we change this?" And I said, "Sometimes you can't change the world, but you may be able to change one person's world." My dream? Open a psych clinic for people on the street.
Change someone's life. It changes yours forever. Robert Morris University.
I hope you like strawberries, and if
Strawberries.
you do not, you better start. Because Trending Now producer Kendall Vallon is going to show you how to make a scrum-diddly-umptious meal using strawberries.
Hey everyone, welcome to Producer's Kitchen. I'm Kendall Vallon and I'm the producer here at Trending Now. So since this week is all about food, I thought I'd bring you into my kitchen and show you a couple quick recipes involving one of my favorite fruits. Strawberries. I know we're almost out of season, but I thought it'd be a great farewell and also a good chance for you guys to have more ideas to eat healthy. So I must admit I am not the best cook, which means this is perfect for you guys that are ready for something quick and easy, but healthy at the same time. Today we'll be making a fruit smoothie featuring these strawberries, and I will also be making a strawberry nut salad with spinach. So let's jump into it. Okay, to start off, to make the salad, you'll need a batch of strawberries, some baby spinach, some grilled chicken, I got it pre-cooked, and salad accents with nuts in them, and of course a dressing. So first I'm going to pan the pan, and that's just to heat up the chicken, just because it kind of comes in the refrigerated section, so you want to heat it up, gets it extra crispy, and I just think it's great. I chose grilled chicken because it's a healthier option, and I think it tastes best with this salad. So now I'm going to add the spinach on there. Doesn't it look so good? And it's super healthy for you. And of course, let's go to me cutting some strawberries, the best part. And of course, I'm a broke college kid and I don't have a cutting board. So now we're going to add the strawberries onto the spinach. Very self-explanatory. You get the point. Oh, here comes the chicken. We're going to add the chicken now. All cooked and ready. And yeah, you can see it just gives it a little more color and flavor. Now I'm adding the croutons, and there's almonds in there, and of course the raspberry dressing to top it off. And literally, that is it. It looks wonderful, it's great, and it took me no more than 5 minutes. So next up is the fruit smoothie. You're gonna need some low-fat yogurt, some strawberries. I also decided to add in some frozen fruit as well for the variety and keeps it cold. And you've got the ice there at the bottom and some low-fat or skim milk. So there you see me first adding some ice cubes just to keep the smoothie cold and give it more texture. Yep, I'm struggling with the ice tray. And and we'll add probably about a cup of low-fat or skim milk, and then a cup of low-fat yogurt. This is vanilla. I think it tastes great if it's a little bit flavored. And finally, the fruit. Now I know some people may be against frozen fruit, but I just think it's nice when you don't want to make a smoothie every week and it's kind of in your fridge for later. So now there's me blending it up. I chose the smoothie setting, of course, and that is done. You saw the ingredients, you saw how long it took. It's simple and easy. As you can see, these recipes are pretty easy and you can alter them however you want. For example, for the salad, I know I use chicken, but you can always put in some salmon instead or just some extra veggies. And for the smoothie, you can add whatever fruit you'd like, or even, vanilla ice cream instead of yogurt for an extra special treat. Well, I think that's all I have. Now it's down to the taste test. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, back to you guys.
Well, I guess that looked good other than the salad. I don't like salad, but I wanted that strawberry smoothie, which Kendall did not bring to me.
I feel weird when people put fruit on salad. I feel like salad's a strictly vegetable thing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I won't try it. I'm just saying, why are you putting fruit on a salad?
I won't try it.
There's fruit salads, which are comprised of nothing but fruit. You wouldn't put carrots in a fruit salad. And regular salads are made out of vegetables.
Yeah. Well, my cooking skills are kind of limited right now, so I don't stray much. And I have this bad habit of forgetting to turn off the oven. So one time I caught in the stovetop, I caught macaroni and cheese on fire just because I let it sit on there one time. That was an interesting day, but.
Yeah, I wouldn't have much, the healthy foods are great, don't get me wrong, but I'm a big fan of making things that are not healthy.
Me too.
My specialty is deep fried Oreos. Nobody cooks up a deep fried Oreo like this gentleman right here. Ooh. You want a good time? I'll make you some deep fried Oreos.
You're gonna have to bring those in a day.
I might. I'm actually really good at cooking. Not many people know that about me. It's surprising, but I really like food.
Not surprising.
No?
I just feel like you would be able to cook.
I can cook. I'm very good at cooking.
I wouldn't actually pick you to be the person that's able to cook, but because of that, I would think you'd be able to cook.
The trick, this is healthy, use fresh vegetables. Ooh. Makes all the difference. Frozen stuff tastes weird.
I'm really picky whenever it comes to vegetables. I only eat like a limited amount.
What type of vegetables?
I eat like green beans, lima beans,
Vegetables
corn.
are as boring to talk about as you'd think they would be.
Yeah. But anyhow, stick around because my main man Ian is going to be showing you college students how to spice up a popular college meal. But first, we want to know what your favorite home-cooked meal is.
My mom, when she makes her spaghetti with her homemade sauce, probably the best.
Are you Italian? You like the homemade sauce?
I'm not, but she just makes it really good, yeah. So.
Cheeseburger. Yeah, she makes some good cheeseburgers.
It's like a traditional Salvadorian dish called pupusas. I can eat those for days. I have to eat them.
What are they?
It's like a tortilla that has meat or cheese inside filling, and you eat it with a tomato sauce and vegetables. It's really good.
Probably spaghetti. My mom makes really good spaghetti.
I usually go and get Chinese takeout because we don't really have that down here, so I always go and do that.
Of course, I am here with Romo. How are you doing today, Romo? Great. All right, so Romo, just a few questions. How do you think the game is going right now for the Colonials? All right, on top of that, what do you think about the play of Paul Jones and his defense just demolishing Morgan State right now? All right, well, you heard it here first. Romo with his insight to the game. Back to you guys.
Be sure to tune in to Colonial Sports Center every Thursday, 9:30 p.m. on ArmyCentralMedia.com and Channel 98 around the Moon Township area. Romo, have you downloaded the app?
Romo, have you seen this app?
Hey, have you seen the app yet? No? All right, put it down. I'll show you what you can do. All you have to do is install it, and it'll open up for you. My favorite part of it is the police blotter. Check this out. When you click into it, you're going to go right to the top left, and as soon as you click on it, everything will be there that you need, so you can stay safe.
Download the RMU Century Media app on the App Store. Romo likes it, and so will you.
Welcome back to Trending Now. I hope you're hungry, because Ian Kidd is about to drop some classy cuisine knowledge on you and show you how to turn a packet of noodles that cost about 20 cents into a gourmet meal. Take a look.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to a very classy episode of Ian's Corner here on Trending Now. I believe this is the 6th episode. Count them, we're on our second hand now. So as you know, today's episode is all about food. So I decided that we're going to take a very common college meal, ramen noodles, $1 at Romo's. And we're going to find ways to spice them up in your everyday life. So we've got the 3 phases of eating. We've got breakfast, we've got lunch, and we've got dinner. First, we're going to talk about breakfast, obviously the most important meal of the day, right? So you're going to take your ramen. You're going to open it right up there and pour those high quality, lovely noodles there. Chicken flavor, obviously. And then to spice this up, to get yourself going in the morning here, you need a little extra sugar. So you take some sugar packets that are in Romo's there, you take 4 or 5 of them, you get them all over the place there, and that's not enough. You gotta take your nice generic syrup, and you just gotta cake it in there. Cake it in there, nice there, and throw it in the microwave. That is your breakfast of champions, ladies and gentlemen. Now, moving on, you're done with breakfast, you get through class, you realize you're hungry, it's time for lunch. Let's do it. Ramen, again, something different. Speaking of something different, lunch meat. Get your turkey lunch meat from Kunzler, the best since 1901. You're gonna rip up some nice lunch meat there. Yep, rip it up. Get your noodles and your cheese. Get all that stuff working together there. Get it all nice there. To top off your lunch, we have easy cheese made from real cheese. So you're gonna squeeze that onto your turkey ramen combination. Don't be stingy with the cheese. Here, and then you're gonna work that around like that, and then that's your lunch. All right, back to dinner. Here we go. We're gonna open up the ramen. Okay. Lunch has my hands all slippery. And we're gonna break up the ramen again. This time, we will use some of this very nice chicken flavoring powder here. And then to go along with your high quality ramen noodles and your chicken powder, we have Chef Boyardee beefaroni. And you're gonna take a spoon or a fork or your hand, and you're just gonna scoop it in onto your ramen. And you're getting all those flavors sauteed in there, okay? Now you're gonna take your noodles and your chicken powder and your sauces and your beef there, and you're gonna mix them up. Here's your whole day in ramen form. Right for you, right there. Nothing but the best, and you can get it all at Romo's for $1, and however much everything else costs. There it is for this week. I hope you go out right now to Romo's and get some ramen and some other assorted things. Make your own combinations. If you see me around, tell me what works for you. These are just my favorites. Who knows what we'll be talking about next week, but you know it'll be a great episode. So let's kick it back to Eddie and Hannah back at the desk. See you guys.
Thanks, Ian. I bet that was delicious. No, you know what? Jokes aside, that second one, it doesn't look appetizing, but
Okay.
seriously, take not as much lunch meat as he used, maybe, but take lunch meat and take some cheese in a can. Don't use the chicken flavoring. Do your noodles normally. Put it together. It's really good.
Okay, I really don't know about breakfast.
Breakfast was experimental, but I think it plays off the flavor of like pancakes, but in noodle form.
Pancakes in
with
noodle form.
syrup, and
That's
the sugar
definitely
just
what I think
sweetens
about
it
together.
up a little bit.
Whenever I had pancakes in the morning, this would go good with
And
noodles.
the dinner one's true too. Just you take the noodles and then you can put like something like soup or something with it. Tomato soup's really good with it too. There's so many different ways you can play with ramen. Did you know that, Hannah?
I did not know that.
No, you know,
But I
you gotta
learned
try it.
some interesting things from that video.
Well, you're gonna all have to try that. Maybe you'll have some time during this break, but coming up after that break, Hannah and I are gonna be parked behind our social media desk with a magnifying glass and a little Sherlock Holmes hat, and we're gonna be uncovering the most popular trends of the week. But first, we know the answer for me. Can you cook? Because we're not getting married if you can't cook.
I love cooking.
Would you say that you make those a lot?
No, I don't make like any traditional Salvadorian food. I cook more like Italian food, like pastas and rice and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love to cook and bake.
No. I like to bake.
Oh, bake. What do you like to bake?
Just like cookies and brownies out of a box.
I'd try, but I'd probably burn something, so.
G-Morning, sunshine. Wakey, wakey. Text me. Are your parents home later? We can hang. LUV, love you. JK. Holla back. Holla back. Holla back. Are you with your friends? That's lame. We're in a huge fight right now. XO. What'd you dream about? Something I did. Are you on your way to the mall? I'm lonely. Nude pics. Send me some. Text me.
I'm starving. What's for breakfast?
Guten Tag!
Johannes, Ross!
I bring you arts-enriched Raisinblums, fortified with increased test scores and creative problem-solving skills.
It's good!
And good for you. Bobby? Susie? Don't worry, that's just the power of the art!
Feed your kids the arts. For 10 simple ways to learn how, visit AmericansForTheArts.org.
You ever think about buying a bigger place? Just waiting for a visit from the credit fairy. There is no credit fairy. How else will I get a better credit score? Look, you keep your credit card balances low and only open a new card if you really need it. No fairy?
There's no magic to improving your credit, but there's help, and it's free. Go to creditfairy.org.
Yes, ready, ready.
Oh, come on, Randy. Animal shelter, here I come. And no, I'm not crazy or emotionally damaged. That's a stereotype. I just belong to a total loser. I'm a good dog. So if you want a pet, adopt. And if you see Randy, tell him he dropped his wallet.
Welcome back to Trending Now. The hard-hitting stories from last week about Ebola and dogs getting saved from euthanasia are giving away this week to lighter, more entertaining trends. The biggest trend today was hashtag #MyGrades in 3 words, which challenged people to sum up their grades using, you guessed it, only 3 words. This, I think, is really funny, and I think it's because we're in college. But there's like so many people who came up with really good ones. So like here you can see, I'm yelling timber. You get an E for effort. Yes, all as. Like, Hannah,
Yes,
sum
all
up
A's.
your grades in 3 words.
Oh my Lanta.
Mine would be, I am art.
I am art.
Because I'm great at art, and it's showing in all my art classes this semester.
I could also be like, bring it on.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. I still have to go through the rest of the semester.
All right.
Yeah.
Good deal.
But another big trend today is very appropriate considering today's episode is
Oh,
all
yeah,
about
it is.
food. It's hashtag National Dessert Day, and people are taking to Twitter posting the most impressive desserts they could muster.
They look delicious and
They are.
amazing. And
Like
then
that cake.
finally, the major hashtag on Twitter today has been all about Harry Potter and Harry Potter Week. Fans have taken to the popular social media site, flooding it with stories, fan art, and memories of the popular movie series. Were you a fan of Harry Potter?
I wasn't at first, but now that I've watched the movies,
Mhm.
I'm not going to read the books, but I like the movies.
Yeah, no, I really like Harry Potter. I think it's all great. Some of the fan art's really cool. Now, unfortunately, Hannah, that's all the time we have for this week, but we'll see you guys next week. If you ever want to watch episodes of Trending Now, go on to RMUCenturyMedia.com. You can click Trending Now, and you can watch everything we've done. Doesn't that sound fun?
It does sound fun.
We'll see you guys next week.
See ya.